Today, we go talk to the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress Party, Sidi Yayah Tunis. We go give updates on activities about the party and talk about the party upcoming election and how this stand like for the leadership of the party. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning. Thank you very much for getting me here this morning. It's Friday, so I will say Juma Mubarak.
Indeed, it don't be a while since we get you in the studio. So let me start off with activities there the party. In a way of update, which so far don't they happen at the All People's Congress Party?
Plenty things that don't they happen. As you rightly stated, we're not too far away from we elections. Them we of course go lead we eventually to electing all of the executives from world level all the way to national level, and eventually the election of the presidential candidate for the next elections in 2028. But of course, prior to that, we began to engage in so many things. Then, key among them, the registration of we members. You know, say one of the things that we take we long na court in between 2020 to 2023 began for doing membership, and so will be required by the court and also by the PPRC for ensure say we get a comprehensive electronics database of we membership, you know, and so we be done busy with Dandy across this country. The leadership done they go round. The membership registration exercise be done start for over a year ago. We ask people we're not already members of the party for verify, and then one we're not to members for start the registration process, and then they don't be very successful, I would say. Of course, we get one or two challenges, but to a large extent it has been very successful. Quite recently, we don't go around the country for verify. We start now the southeast. Also, we don't complete the verification process, and in fact, the printing of cards don't start for that part of the country. And for the north and northwest, the chairman, both district and constituencies, then get for go through the registration process, and then thereafter the printing will start. As I speak now, also on that, we get a team also. We don't go out of this country in the diaspora, both United States, United Kingdom, for make sure say we register with members. Then we did it, you know, so that we go complete we comprehensive database. Also, one of the key things that we will focus on are for ensure say we keep the party together, we unite the party. So you go find out say most of us, now the national executive, don't they go to different parts of the country, engage in meetings, dinners, programs. Then we go ensure say side away small chamots, then they will try for ending chamots, then they, so that everybody go do together in readiness for not only the internal elections where they come up for the party, but also the national election itself. So we all go as a united party for ensure say, you know, we deliver for the people of this country. You know, so if you ask me, their activities then they go on right now, and of course, you know, we're not too far from we elections, the internal elections. So you see so many people were interested in offices, busy also. They go up and down the campaign for the various offices that we they want for hold. You know, but for us, we're busy because there are so many things also we required of us. Like for example, things that they will for do as per law, not only we own constitution but the PPRC Act. So we go prepare we ahead of the election. So we now the national executive, we busy then ensure say we put all of them things then they together so that we'll not go you know, fall foul of the law.
Okay, we go come talk more about the lower level elections with the party they plan for all. But let's take you back into your submission earlier on. You talk about engagement holding meetings at different parts in the country as a way of uniting the party. Those are issues that we don't happen. Let's look at what's not be the message where the executive they take to members them not down to the district them.
I mean, the message pretty much simple. Anybody they are between 2020 to 2023 will be the court. We only come out court 3 months to the national elections. Now the court give we permission for even hold we national delegates conference. So we no want for go through and all of them things then they will happen mostly then court cases then they now as a result of personal issues where people been get some of the hinge among constitutional issues really, but a lot of it been get for do with personal issues where people been get, so we want from now to the time we would go into elections, whatever cracks that we see, we want to address them. So the message is simple. Now, a united APC go be very easy for win election at this country. They say a house divided will not stand. So a united party go be very easy for get elections victory in this country, because when we all focus, when we all united, we work towards one goal. But when division they everybody they get their interest. Yes, we all get we leadership interest there. Yes, we all get we personal interest them as far as positions we want. But of course, competition for be healthy. Let we not get a competition we go lead to chaos, we go lead to more division at the party. So the message pretty much, whatever it is that you're interested in, contest for them. The good thing we face everything we for happen as far as running for positions, and this is very much clear in the constitution. So we they take that message, they say we not really need for fet we self. We can go into elections, we can have healthy competition. At the end of the day, the one that we win, we for able rally behind them and move forward. The one we don't do before, we don't make mistakes, we forgive them, embrace them, and we move forward. But of course, then self, in the process of forgiving, then self get for ensure say they be accommodating, they be understanding, so they not give you conditions where go only take the party backwards, but we for able for move faster forward, so that at the end of the day we'll be able to put up a formidable fight in 2028.
You talk about united APC go only win national election, and the executive of the party don't engage members down to the grassroots level. But some people they see the APC, especially in the executive, that even though the executive go engage the ordinary members of the party, but within the executive we are not united.
No, that is not true. We have a very formidable, a very united executive, we led by the chairman, Alhaji Minkailu Mansari, and of course Alhaji Usman Fode Ansade, and the Secretary General. We're very much united. We work as a team. Let's even forget about the national executive level, even down to the region, the districts. We are very much united and focused, and the districts, the region, the constituencies, they work very well with the national executive. Then I can tell you for free.
You talk about the executive united, but we see when it comes to the issue of Dr. Samura Kamara, we see the party executive of the party not be speak with one voice.
No, Dr. Samura Kamara issue not get nothing for do with the executive. Dr. Samura Kamara issue, there was not even an issue.
But split within the executive.
No, there was no split. There has never been a split. There has never been an issue with what happened with Dr. Samura Kamara. Look, every political party in this country gets a constitution, whether they govern we. The constitution in that case is very clear. Both Dr. Samura Kamara and in running mate, Honorable Cherno Majuba, they're not a member of the executive anymore, as per the constitution of the APC. Those positions, by the way, were not created for just Dr. Samura Kamara and Cherno. So whatever happened at that constitution, not only applicable to them, it can be applicable to Sidi Yayah Tunis. If I become a leader of the APC today, I go into elections, I contest, I not win. 6 months, I am required to vacate the office as leader of the party.
But what's the process of somebody for leave that particular office? What's the constitution say the party
6 months after the day where they announce results.
But many people see the process at which una remove Dr. Samura Kamara.
Not so we remove. Nobody
not the executive.
Nobody not remove anybody. Okay. This is why people get for understand. Nobody not remove anybody. The constitution say 6 months after the day where the electoral commissioner don't announce the result, the office of leader and deputy leader, if you not win the election, their offices then they don't become vacant, they don't exist anymore. You understand? Whether you challenge the elections result now the Supreme Court, whether you challenge them, that is what the constitution says. So not to anybody remove person. Now just the vacancy occur in the offices, so nobody was removed. That is why I say no issue not been there absolutely. So we just need to understand no more what the constitution of the APC says, and that is why, look, let me say this as National Publicity Secretary. The APC as a party has no issue whatsoever with Dr. Samura Kamara or with Cherno Ramadan Majuba. They run for we as presidential candidates in 2018. They run for we as presidential candidates in 2023. We give them with utmost support, and we get enormous respect for them. We get enormous respect for Dr. Samura Kamara. We get enormous respect for Cherno Ramadan Majuba.
They be lock office, you know, we get access to your office.
Nobody never lock office. You know, I think say people get forget the correct information. First of all, the office when they talk about, that has been office with Dr. Samura Kamara don't they use from when a leader. Now in things then they. So how person will go lock office? We nine get the possession of the office. I don't need forget office now the party right now. For do waiting.
So what's our opinion about how some of them member there, and two particular people are there, and other executive or other member them we all stakeholder position them we not agree for attend some other party activities there?
Well, I mean, first of all, nobody no ever stop anybody for attend party activities. Of course, Cherno they attend party activities. As you can see, in a one person where even the vice one lead the party for the next elections. Dr. Samura Kamara is still a member of the APC and a senior stakeholder of the APC. Somebody we don't run for being leader, now the party twice, presidential candidate twice. Even say the party go just treat him any light way. No, absolutely not. And that is why when people want to blow this out of proportion, people on the social media, people, no, the APC, you know, get open door policies. The APC is open. The APC is in engagement with Dr. Samura Kamara through with elders councils, through people inside the party. Then they engage them regularly on several issues, on things the way they happen inside the party. And not necessarily mean say if dinner every meeting, but of course if he choose for attend any meeting, he's always welcome once it required for dinner that meeting day.
Based on that statement they will make, and also on the fact say United APC go able for pave the way for an easy election triumph inside the next election, that theme they or that kind of message on the work out, how people in the region and other parts in the country don't they receive this message?
Of course, I mean that thing everybody they look forward to. The people of this country always want for see APC in governance because they know how we deliver, and so they also know say when we are united, it is easier for us to accomplish that one day. I not say people go always strive for
Now,
dividing.
we don't look at issues the way sometimes critics go say that and bring the disunity or disagreement.
I don't feel say, look, we are a political party. I always they say this whenever I did a radio. We always forget different interests as individuals. But the safest thing for do as a party, for make sure say waiting required of us as per the national constitution of this country, and waiting required of us as per we own constitution, we follow them, we abide by them, so that we not go fall foul of the law. Because at the end of the day, I not go carry you go to court, or I not go take action against you because of my personal interest, but I go take action against you, or somebody go take action of the party if we go against with constitution, or if we go against with national constitution. I tell you earlier, say between 2020 to 2023 we be in court. We not able prepare, we say fine for the 2023 election. A lot of people, some of them people anyway carry go court. We know most of those things were personal, but then hide them under constitutional issues. And so then loopholes and they will see, then take advantage of them. We now that make we adamant, this current national executive, everything where we constitution say, anything where the national constitution say as far as the functionality of political parties, anything where the APC constitution say as far as waiting we supposed for do, we they follow them to the letter, so that at the end of the day
we get solution or resolution to all the issues the way Amboguna.
You can never have 100% resolution, but we go for make sure say we address issues in the way where the public go see say the party don't go at every length for address their issues then they. So at the end of the day, if anybody decides say not for follow, then it means not to because the party not make the effort for bring everybody on board, not just because certain people they don't want for work with the party, or maybe they don't get different minds. That will not get control over. But of course, we as national executive, as well as we executive them at every level, they make every effort for reach out to people, make sure say we all come on board, make sure say we all do it required of us, so we go prepare ourselves as we move along as a political party.
Still around the issue of Dr. Samura Kamara, the executive get trust if delegates want for Samura for lead them into the 2028 election.
The executive don't make am very clear say when they make we election process all free, fair, transparent, and anybody we qualify, we eligible for hold any position as defined in we constitution. Of course not. If the delegates they want you, they can vote you in. As I just stated earlier, Dr. Samura Kamara want run, he can run. He's eligible as per we current constitution. Definitely. If they say then they vote for him, fine.
Okay. Now we come to the issue of membership drive, because you talk say the party on the registration process of membership across the country and even beyond. Waiting at the how far on a day with the issue of a registration process?
We don't go very far. Like I said, we don't begin even for print cards now. We don't go far. The southeast, I sure see some districts and they collect their cards and now. The northwest, the verification they go on and they will be completed very soon, so that they serve them cards they will be printed. The western region, I sure see we don't complete their own verification, so we don't go far. A lot of people.
Percentage, I go with her.
I go talk say as far as the one them we don't go through the process, I go say we are 90% complete. Okay. And I sure say by the end, because let's say this, all of these things we will do, so these are things we required of us for do. Before we go into lower level elections, we are required by law for make sure say we publish the delegates list. And you go only publish the delegates list if you get people who are verified members with you of good standing. So we cannot go to that process if we not complete this. Registration always open.
So
but for now we able for generate with delegate list, there has to come a point where for this election we will get a cutoff point for especially, you know, because we want to make sure so we're able for generate the delegates list.
The party they prepared now for all the lower level election. Take me to how far that stage is there.
Well, thank you very much. You know, we don't initially publish our elections timeline, you know, as per, you know, waiting require of we, the national executive, as dictated by the constitution. But we get the elections body, we party, we are there responsible for conduct internal elections. We call them the Internal Elections Management Committee, we are IMC. Of course, that committee they in readiness for the lower level elections, and we internal elections we don't, you know, get a retreat. We start and take all the, you know, different coordinators them to Bombali, McKinney, for get a retreat, for make sure say them put together the documents them in readiness for elections. We serve now the national executive, you know, we get it right for do elections rules where they govern, you know, the internal elections them. But of course the law require we say we will do the rules, then they first send them to PPRC, then they look at them, whatever it is, then they do the initial publication, send them back to we look, whatever corrections we get for we make them, we send them back to them, and then publish them for 30 days. If within that 30 days there nobody no challenge, then of course we can go ahead and use the rules 10 days for the election. So we don't do that. We don't do the rules. We don't send them to PPRC. They don't send to we back. You know, so we did all the exercise and they for ensure say we get ourselves ready, and we do the things then where the law say we for do, so that at the end of the day, just like how we don't promise, we elections then will be free, fair, and credible at all levels, from world level all the way up to a national delegates conference. What would they expect for get next year February?
So you don't talk about the different elections that we get for happen from world level up to national delegate and also the flag bearer election. Let's start from the world level. What's not the different, how somebody could qualify for contest for the various positions?
Well, I mean, at the world level, anybody for let you qualify for contest for positions that the party stated. If you don't be a member of the party in good standing, you understand, you know, for designated number of years. For world level, I think for be 1 year or so, or 2 years, if you don't be a member of the party for at least that number of years there, and if you're in good standing, we don't say good standing, if you don't pay all your dues, you not get any disciplinary issues with the party, you know, don't do anything we disqualify you also under the national executive, I mean the national constitution, all of them things then they would they look at, now that go qualify you for run for position. And for let you also qualify for vote at that level day for anybody, you for also be a member of the party for at least 1 year in good standing. So then things then they, now that's really now the basic requirements, you know, as far as elections at world level concerned.
So for the lower level election, when exactly this election will start?
Well, the initial timelines will be put will be they look at August. But of course, like I just stated earlier, say certain things that they will need for do, you know, for let we get to that point there. I talk about the rules just now. We'll not go sidestep that one day, you know, but for let we stay within the timelines, we'll be done the initial timelines where the party be published now be August then before start.
Okay, so after that process they for make the rule. Any other thing they gain way for taking going to the election?
Well, I mean, after that, we for every election what they do, we for publish the delegates list ahead of that election day, at least 2 weeks ahead of that election day, so people then will get chance for go wash for make sure say the one we don't register, we they in good standing, we eligible, then they know the list. Whatever corrections we can make to that list day. And we also required, by the way, for sending list and for make them list and they are available to PPRC. So we get a lot of work for do before the elections then day. That is why I state earlier, say even with the registration, as much as it is open, but for that we able for generate we delegate list and at some point we forget a cutoff. So that we go able for generate we list them for the one the way eligible for participate in the elections the way they come at every level. So we not go get delays, and then we not go also go against waiting we stipulated for make we complete before the elections then they. So as for example for ward level, we for generate the delegate list for all the wards them in this country where people that don't register under them wards then they. What is good about this with current registration system is that because it is electronic, when you come for can register, then they ask you for the ward where you did. So at the end of the day, if we go for example both districts, under both district, we can able easily click and they put all the one that we don't register per ward. So easy for we able for print then list then they as per the word, because then it just follow we do a query and communicate to the system and they able run them queries then they based on the information we send to them, and then it easier for we for do. But we are required for do that, and it's the same with constituency elections. For every constituency elections we suppose for them print the delegates list them, but for all the constituencies them, so that the people that were eligible they can able go vote. The same for district. I mean, when it comes to the other level then it's easier, but for because from constituency elections then now delegates, ward elections now every member we don't they for 1 year can vote, so it's more complex now the ward level than the other levels then. So that is why the bulk of the work we will get for do going into the delegates elections now the ward level then they.
So if una still they try for compile the rules them and una get for put delegate list,
we don't done with the rules.
Okay,
then
so
don't complete.
Una get for put delegate list and other things them, how many period we want for give to people that we get for contest, people we get for vote, for prepare for this election? How
very soon you go see the secretariat go put out a publication where you go ask for all the one that we interested for contest for various positions for make their interest in the known. Sometimes they go create a form where they go fill in the form of application, but that information they go out very soon, so that people go begin for sending their applications and they for prepare themselves for whatever positions they want for run for.
Well, what the party we don't put, or the executive we don't put a date for being inside August, and also as at now we just don't shape July into two. On take into consideration say issues them like one we member them or candidate or delegate and go talk about say they're not giving enough time and things like that, they can cause foreseen issues like violence and other thing there.
Well, I don't feel say we go get to that.
Okay.
To be honest, I don't feel say except if somebody want for create unnecessary issue. But I don't feel say because we so much careful, and we so much take all of them things and they including what is justice so into consideration. Now that make we always busy with their engagements there also with the districts them. Now that make even when they go through as much as people don't apply before ever we print, when they go through verification with the respective district leaders them, in the presence of the constituency leaders, and we always sit down, we look at the database, because first of all, for let you register, the constitution tell we say now the national secretary general and the district chairman them now they're responsible for register people and at the party. So all the forms that we go now the various districts then for registration then go through the chairman then, and all of those forms were serialized and unique to specific district then. So for example, the forms that we go Bo, they were serialized and unique for both district. If you go from Poloko, you go take form from both district, you fill her as Poloko, you come the system they reject her because that form they not for Poloko now for both district. So that is how we database designed. So because of that one, they go through all the stages, then they for make sure say their hiccups then they not come up. You know, I go tell you say we don't pick up a lot of things then. We get forms them over 70,000 where the system reject. Forms them where people not do fine, forms that we not go through the district. You know, we don't get a lot of instances also where we don't get people that just they go take money, you know, say then they register, take people. We get them cases then but because of the way the system design, we're able to pick them up.
Okay.
And all of this we do for make sure say we avoid them problems that we don't get in the past, especially when it comes to membership issues. You know, so now I mean we really design a system where we make sure say if you register the proper way, you will be verified and you go in at the system. But if you go take any backdoor way, the system will pick them up and it will be rejected, and we go keep all of them as evidence just in case somebody decide tomorrow say again will go take unnecessary action. We go present the evidence them, and we also they in touch with the institution with the regulatory for make sure say every step of the way we are sure that we are doing the right thing even before we head into the elections.
Program now, good morning, Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. The program they continue and we they take one public headline story. This BNTM President will be appoint Alex Pat Labif Safa for be the Electoral Commissioner Eastern Region. For sake of this appointment, the All People's Congress Party be raised concern say President Bio not be follow the due process for make this appointment will make them be recommend to President say for withdraw this appointment. But with all this concern from the opposition, Parliament not approve Alex Pat Labi Safa for be the Electoral Commissioner for Eastern Region. We reporter Cheno Jallo gets more Engona report.
Honorable members, the question is that the 14th report of the second session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service, with the exception of Mr. Alex Patlabi Safa, proposed Commissioner Eastern Region, the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, be adopted by the House, and that the recommendations contained therein. All those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
The Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, the ex-member of Parliament, evident for grief for the 9 out of 10 people who come before Parliament for approval after we President be appoint them. And as you remember them of Parliament, being grief for the nominee with the exception of Alex Pat Labib Safa, who will be Electoral Commissioner Eastern Region. And all this starts after the APC member of Parliament them be raised concern for sake of the process with President Bio use for appoint this commissioner.
1. Violation of subsection 3 of section 32 of the 1991 Constitution. Subsection 3 of section 32 of the Constitution states that to date, from the correspondence I have from the Secretary General of the All People's Congress Party, to date, there have been no consultation with the opposition. And the Constitution is clear that the appointment of the Electoral Commissioner should be after consultation with all. I underline the word all registered political parties. To date, no such consultation has been undertaken with the leadership of the APC or other opposition parties.
The leader of opposition at Parliament, Honorable Abdul Kagbo, they state one among plenty other reasons them will make in say the APC party member of Parliament them no they agree for the ECSL Eastern Region Commissioner in approval. With this according to Ramstad from the lack of proper consultation to the fact say this man not qualify.
2. Disqualification due to public service status. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, during the vetting process before the Committee on Appointment and Public Service, Mr. Safa publicly admitted that he is currently employed by the Electoral Commissioner as Executive Assistant to the Chief Electoral Commissioner. He further stated that he went through the formal recruitment process and received his salaries from the consolidated revenue before. By his own admission, therefore, Mr. Safa is a public officer. His appointment is in direct violation of subsection 4B of section 32, and it is thus unconstitutional.
Them point here, now one among plenty other one them will make the APC member of Parliament them not being given for vote for the Electoral Commissioner Eastern Region. But this not to be the case of the Sierra Leone People's Party members of Parliament, as them be strongly believe say what in President Bio do for appoint this man no wrong, and this clearly show where the deputy leader one of government business na Parliament, Honorable Bashiru Siliki, been present in point.
So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, without let us tender, without appointment tender, it is extremely clear that the Electoral Commission appointed for no public officer before his appointment. He was just a contract. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, they were talking about consultation. Mr. Speaker, I have evidence of all the risk parties. I also take an based on what was later to determine. Our business is to make sure that candidates are properly fit for the office they are in. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me read one of the consultative letters that was written by State House for all political leaders. And this one was addressed to the chairman of People's Congress.
With this statement, Honorable Bashiru Siliki may also present letter and picture where the show say President Bio consult all political parties before he make this appointment. And from then different arguments here, the Speaker of Parliament, Honorable Singapore Solomon Thomas, been put forward the question again if member them of Parliament for agree for Alex Pat Labib for be Electoral Commissioner Eastern Region.
Now the second question. Honorable members, the question is that the 14th report of the second session of the 6th Parliament of the Committee on Appointments and the Public Service relating to Mr. Alex Pat Labib Safa, proposed Commissioner, Eastern Region of the Electoral Commission of Sierra Leone, be adopted by the House and the recommendations contained therein be approved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
And from that voice there, Yusuf just hear say, member of Parliament them be later agree for make Alex Pat Labib Safa serve as the Commissioner Eastern Region. For the Society for Radio Democracy, me, Nachang Nojalo, they report.
The program na Good Morning Salon, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We still get Sidi Yayah Tunis, we are the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress Party. Don't they give update on the party preparation for all the lower level election. The issue of flag bearer na one many people don't talk about. We don't see a lot of people that don't show interest for vie for the position of flag bearer at the APC party. From the party own view, one way to make up of the different people and we don't vie for the position, and from records how many people so far with the party don't take into consideration say yes, don't show interest for the position.
Well, the party not take into consideration anybody yet because the party no send out any notice yet for people for come for any position. So formally, we not receive any request it from anybody expressing interest for be flag bearer. However, we see a lot of people out there, like you clearly stated, where they campaign, or where they show say they want for lead the party as the leader and the next presidential candidate. So for us, on our part, we not receive any formal application, because we no request for that one day yet. But of course we acknowledge say people and they out there where they meet potential, because we not even get delegates yet for the next elections, but where they meet potential delegates, where they meet executives across the country, when our party executives them for campaign to them say they want for lead the party in the future.
Okay. You mentioned that the party not receive any official notification need of anybody we want to vie for the position, because according to you, the party not put out any kind of date for the flag bearer election. But we don't see many people don't they go across the country and even outside of the country, they campaign to people and for the support. Is it not the right process that, or which not the process we somebody for follow in terms of the flag bearer election with the party not put out a date yet?
No, of course. I mean, I don't feel say that they do anything wrong, because if for run for the leadership of the party, a far more different from running for other positions than at the party. Because we they run for the leadership now the party, eventually you want to be the president of this country. So the the requirement is far greater than running for any other position inside the party, because they are all a limited and internal. Okay. But that particular position they become external, because once you become the leader of the party, you are the flag bearer and the presidential candidate and potential president. So when it comes to that, I should say the party also get different set of criteria the way you get for take into consideration, because now when they go beyond the APC constitution,
so which are the
when they go beyond the APC constitution, you get for now look at the national constitution also. Within the national constitution say about who that for be president of this country, and you get for also begin for look at the individuals and they whether they meet that national constitutional requirements. All of them things then they will get for take into consideration at the end of the day. But like I say, we'll not reach to that date because the party not put out notice it for applications or for different positions, and the party not put out it waiting then go get for do as far as when it comes to making the choice for whether go lead the party.
Let me look at the requirements so far where somebody for able for meet for contest or vie for the position of flag bearer at the party. What did the APC party say with regard to the requirements for vie for the position of flag bearer?
The constitution say you for don't be a member of the party in good standing for continuous 5 years. That are the most outright requirement as per we constitution. And you also for don't reach the minimum age requirement of 40 years as per the national constitution, because you get for run for be president now the country. If you don't meet that basic national constitutional requirement, then you're not eligible. So as much as we own party say you for don't be a member of a party for continuously 5 years in good standing, you also get for make sure say now make a talk earlier say they go beyond we party. You guys also get for make sure say you meet the national constitutional requirement as well. So the one in the na them na the basics.
So again, with just like what my colleague done, they talk about how some APC party member them don't they show interest and don't they do some different activity them. How owners party don't they monitor them process there, so for make sure say in between them process their issues of disunity or hate not come between them between different individual them.
We don't get instances where we see supporters them of certain people they go at themselves na social media, and we call them people and we engage and say una put una supporters them under control. I talk earlier say we busy they try for unite the party as national executive, and then SSF where they run we continuously they engage them. Anytime we notice say one or two of them they make statements, then we know they in line with wetin the party stand for, or we know they in line for promote unity, or if we see anybody they attack in company negatively, of course we call them to attention. As it is now, like I say, we know they look at anybody saying a flag bearer, they express interest. So we just want to make sure say among the one that we don't come up, because it is still possible more people can come up. It is possible Mr. Sefo Sidon Ayago express interest, they are one for B, but the one they already don't come up for now, we get for make sure say we keep unity among them, make them know say at the end of the day, yes, it is internal competition, but what is more important now that talk about what you go do for lead the party, how you go take it to victory, and eventually if you win and become presidential candidate, what you go do for develop Salon, how you go about and for make sure say the party in agenda, whichever the party get for put in a manifesto, how we go. Now their messages then they not to for the attack one another, because at the end of the day we are the same party.
Okay.
If you begin for attack the one with the inside the party now, what if it become eventually it become the one where the delegates then go vote for? How you get for come back and promote that person the way you busy done the attack, on the cheering flag.
So what is the party message now?
It's message of unity. I mean, yes, go out there, campaign your campaign, meet the people where you get for meet, but at the end of the day, you don't need for the attack your opponent, or whether you feel say also want the position. Eligibility issues are there, eligibility criteria then they, so send your message, promote yourself, promote your agenda, but no attack your company.
Okay, continue for the between of the program. In name of Sidi Yayah Tunis, in the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress Party. A lot of messages them don't come the inbox, and we as well as with Facebook page, and this time we will start for read some of the messages them here. This one from Ibrahim Sisse now with Facebook page say, Mr. Tunis, you have had SLPP supporters confidently preparing for 2028 election. How prepared is the APC? What clear strategy will ensure the party reclaims power through the ballot box? Victory in politics doesn't come by noise, but by planning, unity, and bold readiness. Now is the time for APC to act, not react.
Okay, and this other one from Ishmael Sharif now with Facebook page say, you said the party is united, and also there is Agenda 2028. Does the party still hold an issue around electoral justice fraction?
This one from Thomas Rogers on Facebook page say, it's confusing to see some APC members still focus on electoral justice while others are already preparing for the next election. If the party truly wants to win in 2028, they need to come together, get organized, and involve every member.
Okay, and this other one from Jebe Kainesi, they say, Mr. Tunis, what's the update on investigation on those caught in the act of fake registration?
This one from Ibrahim Sisse say, a winning opposition must honor past leaders, unite with purpose, and learn from its mistakes to grow. Remember, Mr. Tunis, a party divided within cannot lead a nation without. While will the APC truly embrace guidance, rise above ego, and include all regions? Until these questions are answered, public trust stays uncertain.
From James Conoman in our Facebook page, they ask about the lower level election if the party don't close portal.
This one from Mark 10 and Englandville say the APC party might have won the 2018 election but failed to take power because of an internal issue. It was the APC that came back to the people and said Samura Kamara, who was the party flag bearer at the time, went to President Bio and gave up the party. This is what led to the party's defeat and confusion.
Okay, and this last one, we go take the comment from Ibrahim Sisse on our Facebook page. They say, Mr. Tunis, you have had SLPP supporters confidently preparing for 2028. How prepared is the APC? What clear strategy will ensure the party reclaims power through the ballot box? Victory in politics doesn't come by noise, but by planning, unity, and bold readiness. Now is the time for APC to act, not react.
This one from 077981981 say members of the APC should come together and forget about the differences for the success of the party. Otherwise, I am afraid from Castino na New England. A lot of messages there don't come na the program. You will start for react to some of the messages today.
Say plenty thank you to all the one that will send the messages. It means people they listen and they follow it till they discuss. Of course, the APC they plan all of this, the different things they don't talk about earlier and a part of the planning process. We very much aware. Yes, the SLPP don't almost they conclude the election processes. I think then they are at the stage of the National Delegates Conference now for elect the national executives. But of course, they get different timelines than we. We self they can go through the same process of electing with officials them, and all under they form part of the planning process. And you know, we as a party, unlike the previous years, and that is why we take with time also. We get the opportunity for get with presidential candidate 2 years before the elections, the national elections. So that also give you enough room for continuing planning process. But of course, it all get for start with the one they get as executive members. Now the different layers them from ward level all the way to the national executive, for ensure say we get formidable executive them at every stage. People who are ready for do the work, people who are ready for make the sacrifices, people who are bold enough, for stand up, for the party at every level. So that at the end, and people who are also ready for, speak with one voice, speak, and support the agenda of the party at every level. So the planning process with the panel, and we will continue with them until we get our formidable executive day. The party, in the area of electoral justice, this is what I'll say. We don't talk about this repeatedly. What we focus on now as a party now for ensure say one, we fully implement the agreement for national unity, and two, we fully implement the recommendations of the tripartite report. If you look at this country now, every political party they prepare themselves for 2028 elections. All of we partners them with development partners, the international partners, the way they help we, whether not ECOWAS, whether not African Union, whether not the European Union, whether not the United Nations, and the different embassies then, the United States, United Kingdom, and the German, they prepare this country for 2028 elections. We as the main opposition no go sit down and not prepare ourselves for 2028 elections. Then it means we just want for stay in opposition forever. Everybody they prepare themselves for the next election, and people no one let we prepare. They want to sit down and they talk about electoral justice. Electoral justice for we now, if we implement the recommendations of the tripartite committee report, we ensure say the agreement for national unity fully implemented. We not go sit down and follow in hand whilst everybody else they prepare for 2028 elections, and we the main opposition we sit down, we not prepare ourselves. Not to betray, we they betray the people of this country. I don't feel sit down they make sense. So we're not going to do that.
Another message will just come in with 077981981 say the issue of campism was one that responsible for the division within the APC party. Of recent activities, there has been many camps created by individuals. What the party make up of that?
No democracy, they will not get camps. People therefore understand the concept of democracy. Democracy, you get several individuals where they run for the same position. So if we 5 they run for national publicity secretary position, all the 5 individuals and they get in camps.
But all man, they make sure they get camp for person who believes they could be party.
Exactly.
So
camp is in.
Who's camp is in?
As far as waiting.
As the other election them.
But being a national officer, how I go the camp?
Maybe you self go.
No. When the party don't reach that level,
okay,
we go look at the candidates there, and I sure say the delegates then go elect the best one. The APC delegates then very much.
When you go back into the party 2018 election, many people after the 2028.
No, I didn't mean explain this camp business.
At the camp, still on the campism.
Yes.
After the 2018 election. Many people think say one of the reasons we be bringing division at the APC party now the issue of campism, and the of recent activity many don't they see individuals that don't create camps within the party. One, the party accept the creation of camps within the party.
First of all, we'll not be get campism 2018 because the process of election in 2018 be completely different from 2023. 2023, the 2022 constitution I can with full-blown election for every position. So, like Abede say, if we 5 they run for national publicity secretary position, for example, definitely we all 5 go get with set of supporters them. We all 5 go they promote all with supporters then go they promote the 5 individuals them in their own way. I don't go see that one day na campism, but that is just the nature of democracy. Because when people they run for positions, then go get different set of supporters. So their supporters and they promote their agenda. I don't want to let people they take down there for big camp. So if my own team decide for call me team SYT, and then the other one say team OFZ. Team this, definitely not, because that is how democracy structured. For let them create that different set of groups there for support their own candidate. That in any way not to any wrong thing under democracy. Waiting go make them wrong. Now if then different groups then they do a campaign in a way, then go create enmity among themselves. Or waiting go make them wrong. Now in the process, if we not make sure say that process they fair in a way if then 5 people and they qualify, then all able go contest, people and get chance for vote for them in a free, fair and credible manner. Now that go make them wrong. But as long as we make that platform day, and office say that one they wrong under democracy.
So many people don't show interest for the flag bearer position at the APC party. As of now, as we talk, which of among them you throw your support for?
I don't really throw me support to anybody because I just talked earlier say, first of all, we don't recognize them, any of them it as flag bearer aspirants because we not reach that level they okay. Those people who they run, they are all very fine gentlemen and lady because we get one woman among them for now. They are all very fine, but of course when it comes to the issue of leadership I talked earlier, you will be fine, but will you be eligible? Will you meet all the constitutional requirements? Will you meet all the other integrity issues? Because these are all issues where you get for look at. Even the national constitution point to that. You understand? So these are all things where you get for consider at the end of the day. But like I said, me no will consider and talk about something where the party not even acknowledge it or where the party not even throw thing out for it. But they are all very fine. Any one part of them can able lead this country, you know, far better than how we dey see now. That I not go hesitate for talking.
Okay.
Anyone part one in the way don't come also because I'm not common it too, but the one in the way don't come we don't begin go around the campaign. Any one of them be president of this country, they go govern this country better than we dey see now.
In name of Sidi Yayah Tunis and in the publicity secretary for the All People's Congress Party. One for say plenty thank you for we you be part of the program today. Good morning, Salon.
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure for there, and I look forward for come back again and again.